Hurricane center system off North Carolina coast. Large tropical wave. Dexter forms off East Coast. See map. Spaghetti model U.S. enters record-breaking hot week. Many areas hit 42 degrees Celsius. Tropical storm Dexter, the fourth named storm of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season, has formed about 300 miles west-northwest of Bermuda. Tropical storm Dexter, the fourth named storm of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season, has formed about 300 miles west-northwest of Bermuda. The tropical storm formed on the evening of August 3. The National Hurricane Center said it's forecast to move in a generally east-northeasterly direction toward the North Atlantic for a few days, then lose its tropical characteristics, without threatening the mainland United States. Dexter is one of three weather disturbances over the Atlantic that the Hurricane Center is watching as hurricane season kicks into gear. The center also noted a second disturbance off of the coast of the Carolinas. It said the potential area of low pressure could form a few hundred miles off the coast, and that gradual development of this system is possible by midweek as the system drifts to the northwest. The center gave the system a 20% chance of cyclone formation through 7 days. A tropical wave forecast to move off the west coast of Africa by late Monday. August 4 could form a tropical depression. According to the Hurricane Center, illustrations include an array of forecast tools and models, and not all are created equal. The Hurricane Center uses only the top 4 or 5 highest performing models to help make its forecasts. Tropics advisory from the National Hurricane Center in Miami, Florida. A non-tropical area of low pressure, nicknamed Al-95, in the western Atlantic about 180 miles off the coast of North Carolina may become a tropical or subtropical depression or storm Sunday or Monday while it moves east-northeast away from North Carolina. And in the central tropical Atlantic, a tropical wave was forecast to move off the west coast of Africa. A day earlier, Al-95 had formed along a frontal boundary about 150 miles off the coast of North Carolina, and its chances of formation had slightly increased. Although it appears close to North Carolina and South Carolina and increased to a 50% chance of cyclone formation as of Sunday. It's important to note that the tropical system is moving away from the coast. The National Weather Service, NWS, has issued a warning about a widespread heat wave that is covering much of the United States this week. From the south-central plains to the Atlantic states, temperatures are forecast to soar in the middle of the week, with some places exceeding 42 C. Meteorologists are calling this the peak heat stress of the summer of 2025, with the potential to affect public health, electrical infrastructure, and the living conditions of millions of people. Fire south-central U.S. Heat furnace burns midweek. In the south-central region, including Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and much of the interior South, this week's heat wave is described as severe and prolonged. Monday to Tuesday, temperatures will be 93 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit, 33 to 35 degrees Celsius, with mild sunshine and high humidity. Wednesday to Friday, temperatures are forecast to exceed 104 degrees Fahrenheit, 40 degrees Celsius, with some reaching 106 degrees Fahrenheit, 42 degrees Celsius, in central Texas and western Oklahoma. Weekend, temperatures will cool slightly to 95 degrees Fahrenheit, 35 degrees Celsius, but will still be well above the long-term average. Red alerts for heat stroke and heat exhaustion have been issued in some areas, especially in major cities such as Dallas, Houston, and Oklahoma City. Local authorities are urging people to stay indoors between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. and are opening community heat shelters at libraries, community centers, and churches. Northeast and Mid-Atlantic, hot, humid. States like New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Washington, D.C. are also affected. The forecast from the Regional Weather Service says, early in the week, clear skies. Temperatures ranging from 31 to 33 degrees Celsius. Midweek, heat index may reach 38 to 40 degrees Celsius due to high humidity, making it feel hotter than it actually is. Later in the week, the air is slightly milder, with daytime temperatures dropping to around 32 to 33 degrees Celsius. and nights cooler at 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. People are advised to drink more water and avoid strenuous exercise, especially the elderly, young children and people with chronic diseases. Summer schools in the area have also adjusted their schedules, adding electric fans and cold water to ensure student safety. Bright button southeast, hot and humid with occasional showers. In the southeastern coastal states of Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina, the weather this week is expected to be sunny and hot, with some brief showers in the evening. Daytime temperatures range from 32 to 34 degrees Celsius. At night, it will still be quite hot with a low of around 22 degrees Celsius. There may be some thunderstorms in the evening, but not enough to significantly reduce the heat. A weather expert in Atlanta said, "This is typical weather in the southeast during the summer." But the high humidity makes the body feel hotter than it actually is, increasing the risk of fatigue when doing outdoor activities. Sun behind small clouds southwest and California, persistent under tropical depression. California and neighboring areas such as Nevada and Arizona continue to experience dry, hot weather but without sudden changes. Temperatures in Los Angeles and San Diego will range from 82 to 93 degrees Fahrenheit, 28 to 33 degrees Celsius, while inland deserts could reach 100 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit, 38 to 40 degrees Celsius, over the next few days. Although not as affected by the high humidity as the east, the risk of wildfires is increasing in dry grass and forested areas along the Sierra Nevada. Fire bans have been imposed in many national parks. Warning: national advice: be proactive, not subjective, in the face of extreme weather. The National Weather Service and the Federal Department of Health recommend: drink enough water, at least 2 to 3 liters per day for adults. Avoid working outdoors during peak sunlight hours, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Do not leave children, the elderly or pets in parked cars, even for a short time. Check air conditioning and electrical appliances, especially in residential areas with poor infrastructure. Stay tuned for weather alerts from the NWS, local stations, and trusted weather apps. Summer is in full swing. Although no major storm systems have emerged this week, the prolonged and widespread heat wave is shaping up to be the biggest challenge Americans have faced this summer. Heat stress is not only a threat to public health, but also impacts agricultural production, electricity consumption, and urban transportation. It is also a clear warning sign of the increasingly clear impacts of climate change on daily life. The federal and state governments are stepping up coordination, allocating emergency response funds, and supporting the most vulnerable communities during this difficult time.